Hey guys, it's Greg, it's No Man Walks Alone, and it's Friday. That's the day when we drop new merchandise. And we've got a lot of Italian makers bringing a lot of great stuff for this week. I've got my notes because we got a lot of stuff and I don't want to miss anything. We're going to start with Inglese in Puglia, which is our favorite shirt maker. It is a third generation shirt maker. They make everything there in Ginosa in Puglia. And you know, they can apply any level of handwork that we want. So some of the shirts we make are very handmade. Others, you know, we want to try to keep the cost a little bit like lower, or have only like 5 points that are handmade, like the way the collar is attached and all that. You can see those details typically if you look at the details area on the product page, and you'll see just essentially how the shirt is made. We've got 8 new styles for this spring summer, and then we have a lot of restocks that we're going to walk through as well because they're just as good. I mean, they're restocks because they're bestsellers, and that's why we bring them back. So I want to make sure we don't overlook those either. All right, let's start with the skipper shirts. The skipper shirt is a style we essentially developed with Inglese last year for the first time. We wanted something that is much roomier than a regular polo, that has this completely like open kind of polo collar without any buttons at all. It's basically one of the simplest, most minimalist shape, and at the same time it has a fit that is quite a bit wider than some of the other shirts that we make. All right, we got a little bit of a skipper there on Mr. Kenshon. It's made of woven, not piqué, not like a traditional polo, but more like a little pop over. Some of the details are really good, like the cuffs, for example. And obviously this is a one-piece collar, meaning that, you know, this collar goes all the way from here down. It's not attached to a separate piece that would be the collar. And it gives that really like swooping shape that's you can really only achieve on a one-piece collar. What size are you wearing?
I'm wearing a 41.
41, okay, good. So, I mean, in terms of sizing, we recommend taking your regular shirt size, meaning your neck size, because they're already like pretty roomy and that's all you want. You don't need to size up for that experience. So we have the skipper shirt in 2 fabrics. This is 100% linen that you can see, you could see on Kenshon in a blue color. We also make that linen as an OCBD, you'll see that later. And then you have this seersucker in a garment dyed cotton in that I don't actually remember what we settled on for the color. Is it mint? Seafoam. Seafoam it is. Yeah, it's more seafoam than mint. It's this really pretty kind of desaturated green, perfect for the summer. Moving on, we have the camp shirt, which is also what I'm wearing right now. It's also a more relaxed shape than a traditional like dress shirt. It's also a short sleeve, also has the cuffs. However, it is a full button down. It doesn't have a one-piece collar. It has like a regular camp collar that you know, it's typically one open to the first button or the second button. If you're like me, you want to just get a little bit more breezy air in there. But it's a full button down all the way down. You can wear it as a shirt. Another way to wear it is when it's really hot. It could be your second layer over a tank top, for example. But that's our camp shirt. We have this really very nice 100% linen in kind of that madras check style, which I think people have been already buying. And I'm not really sure how much of it there is left. It is a very photogenic and it's very pretty in person as well. So I get it. The other fabric we have this season for that, along with some of the restocks, is this incredibly lightweight cotton with a little bit of silk. I think it's 85% cotton, 15% silk. And it's very lightweight. If you want something that is light and breezy for the summer, you don't want to feel it at all. It's basically like a cotton voile, very lightweight, and in that really pretty retro stripe. Then we have a new style again for this season. We just wanted to do a shirt, a regular shirt, but with a collar that doesn't feel like something that's kind of business or business casual, That's a little bit of a different vibe. So this is our normal shirt, long sleeve shirt shape with a normal, French placket. However, we did a one-piece Miami collar on it. So you can see, we love doing one-piece collar with stripes because you really can see the stripe continuing up and down the collar. So this gives a little bit more of a relaxed vibe, maybe something you can wear like, on a summer evening. That particular fabric is a combination of cotton and silk. I think linen and silk. So you really do see quite a bit of the silk. And when you feel it, it's very, very silky, much more than the one I just mentioned before. All right. A style we've been making for now a couple of years is just having Inglese make completely different types of Western shirts. So using the Western shape, but using fabrics that are not, typical denim or things that you would expect in a Western shirt. This one is really, really beautiful. It's a cotton linen with a little bit of a self stripe to it. You can barely see it. So it gives a little bit of a texture to it, and that incredible color, turmeric. It's not quite orange, it's not quite ochre. It is like really, really pretty, like saffron color like that. I don't know, it's quite striking. So you're gonna figure out a way to style it. We got like one example right behind that we'll walk through, but I think this one can work really well as an overshirt, letting something peek underneath. If you don't want to just having like one big expanse of that color. The buttons are, the snaps are these kind of like bone style that are a little bit textured. They're all a little bit different. Very, very pretty. Next, we have a new colorway of a shirt we introduced last year, which is a linen Oxford. So it's an OCBD, a button-down Oxford cloth, but that Oxford is actually 100% linen, which makes it obviously more seasonal and just a different feeling when you wear it. Because wearing a linen, well, that's not quite the same.
It's not the linen OCBD, yeah. This is linen, yeah.
Yeah, this is a different linen, very similar stripe, but I'll show you another like OCBD. It definitely has a different texture than the one you're wearing. It is the same fit though. Yeah. So it's a traditional like shirt fit. It has like the shirt shoulder. It's meant to like really come in inside of the shoulder point because of the shirring and the shape of the upper arm. It is really meant to be like that. If you try it on and you feel, oh, this is too small in the shoulders, I mean, it's right. It's not supposed to get here and fall. There's a very specific shape to the upper arm of those shirts, and that shape is very rounded so that it actually takes the shape of the top of your arm. So other shirts are built in a different way. Other shirts are cut with a different cut. This particular cut is highly dependent on the shoulder seam being like further in and on the upper arm being completely shaped to drape around it. So that's the OCBD in Oxford linen. This color is tan, and we have the blue from last season that was a bestseller that we restocked. And then finally, we have a style we also invented with our friends at Inglese, which is the work we call the work shirt, simply because it has two flapped button chest pocket. I think it's a little bit, a misnomer now because we make it in a lot of fabrics that are not very workwear friendly, but it does derive its shape from that original shape of a workwear flat button chest pocket. So that particular one is also in a cotton voile, super, super light, very similar to this one, and obviously in different color, a little bit less retro because of the way the stripes are organized, but also something that's a fabric that's not necessarily something you would see anywhere else. Now let's move on to the restocks. So we restock styles every season or every year. We only restock the ones that are bestsellers, the ones that have done really, really well. And if they sold really well, we understand that there's a demand for it and you guys probably want it back. And usually that's the case. Usually we hear, oh, is is this shirt going to come back in stock? Are you going to have it again? And the answer is yes. If it's been successful, we'll bring it again. So you have like 16 styles here that are all restocks from previous seasons. Some of them are restocks that we've been doing for years. Others are just for this season. Those are the Western shirts. This one was a massive success for the last 2 summers. It is 100% linen in that kind of like military green color with the bone snaps. Very, very attractive version of a Western shirt for summer. This one is the 100% seersucker that is garment dyed. As you can see, like some of the washing shows up. So it has a little bit of that, it retained a little bit of like that denim DNA in a way, but it's 100% cotton seersucker, and it's got that sponginess that you will find in a seersucker fabric because of the way the fabric undulates. The snaps are very different. We obviously pick different snaps for different fabrics, and this one has those yellow snaps, kind of a citrine style. We got 2 restocks of our best-selling work shirt, the 100% linen in beige color. So you see the buttons are like those like kind of like darker tan beige button, and it's the same shape I just showed here with the 2 big chest pockets and the kind of open collar. And then we had that retro stripe that people loved last year in that kind of tan, ivory, and gray color. Here we have the camp shirts. This is the one I'm wearing right now. It's a kind of a very like a grainy cotton linen. This one is 100% cotton with a woven horizontal stripe. That's I think this might be the 4th summer season we restock this. Same with those. This is a camp shirt in that cotton seersucker in an olive color. I think we've been doing this one for probably 4 years, and it's always a hit. It's a beautiful shirt, and the color of the buttons really work well. You'll notice some small details that I will bring on the camp shirt. We use those 2 whole little like cat's eye shape buttons instead of the traditional kind of cross stitch like for whole button, just to give it a little bit of a different vibe. On the work shirt, we use buttons that are larger, almost like shirt jacket type of button. So little details make those shirts quite different. This is a long sleeve polo shirt in grenadine, another one of those best sellers. It's been years. We always bring them back, especially this particular color that really looks like a washed indigo color. Now we have the skipper polo, which we introduced last year in the same 2 colors that sold immediately last year. So this is the same fabric I'm wearing right now, but in a kind of olive military green. And then this is the same fabric as that. It's a cotton grenadine, 100% cotton. This is white, obviously, whereas this is the one that's dyed in blue. Then we have something that's maybe a little bit more of a business casual. Should we move this to get a little bit more light? I'm just trying to see. Just want to make sure you guys can see. So this is more like, I would say summer business or summer business casual in a way. Those are like classical CBDs. They're just 100% linen instead of being 100% cotton. It's also not really an Oxford. It's like a classic kind of like a varied linen fabric. We have the blue and we have the white. Just if you're looking for like a great like white shirt for the summer, you get a 100% linen version of it. Now we have 3 different shades of the shirt that Ludwin was wearing earlier, which is this one-piece collar butcher stripe long sleeve shirt in 100% linen as well. You're wearing the maroon stripe, size 42, which is kind of is it your size? All right, we have the maroon stripe, we have the light blue, and we have the green. And those, again, restocking some bestsellers. And this is obviously the one I was mentioning earlier, that kind of like teal blue version of the linen Oxford. That one you can see, very different fabric than those guys. It's quite a bit of texture to it, a little bit of a heavier linen to it, and it's beautiful. I think that's it for Inglese. I think we've covered it. Thank you.